All right, ladies and gentlemen, coming at you guys with the late start. Episode 34 of the Gauntlet. Here with Tyler. Box mac and cheese on Thanksgiving.
Trash.
Throw it away.
Does anyone actually bring like Stouffer's mac and cheese like for Thanksgiving?
Stouffer's way better than fucking trash.
And obviously Detroit Dom. So what's going on, guys?
Chilling.
So we're gonna be at slumber party tonight.
All right, guys. So we had an interesting turn of events happen in the NFL this week. Obviously, there's a lot of things to talk about, but the biggest thing I just want to say is the referees are continuing to take a shit on not even just the referees. You know, I can't even just put it all on the referees. It's also part of the owners that has initiated this and said all these things about taunting and all this other stuff. But you guys see what happened in the game against the Chiefs and the Cowboys. The guy scores a touchdown, points his finger, taunting, 15-yard penalty. So you get the same penalty yardage for pointing your finger as if I just go out and hit you in the head, like go head-to-head helmet contact, like 15-yard penalty. Like, it's the same shit. I don't understand how we got to this point in the NFL where everything is like so soft. Like, these guys are grown men. They can handle trash talk. They can handle this kind of stuff.
JJ's here.
Yeah, I see he's here, unfortunately. But that's pretty much what I have to say, guys. So, you guys have any thoughts on that?
I mean, it's been the no fun league for how long? It's just getting worse.
Well, it's been the no fun league, but this is just a whole nother level. It's like every week we're talking about it.
Did you hear about the penalty that our guard got?
No.
Between plays, between quarters. He was talking trash to Jadeveon Clowney, like you know your mama type stuff. Between the end, after the end of the third quarter, and at the start of the fourth, they gave him a penalty for something that essentially didn't happen during the game. That's a first for me.
I never heard of some shit like that, but yeah, guys, the taunting shit is just like continuing to get out of hand.
It's definitely it's like when are you gonna get rid of it? To me, it doesn't make any sense because how do you allow leeway for like I could understand if a player ran up to another player's face and started like jabbing at his face or something like that. Like that's one thing. But I mean, just a simple like taunt or whatever that didn't even elicit a fight or an argument. How are you gonna relax the rules on celebrations? But there's still restraint.
Hang on.
Yeah, Tyler, you got anything on taunting and all this other stuff?
We need to bring JJ on.
Okay.
And I was gonna say I hate it. It's echoing for me too right now.
I don't hear any echoes right now. You guys, like, is Tyler the only one?
Maybe I'm good now.
Alright, and we have our guest joining us for the first time tonight, Joseph. Had the absence with the phone issues, but he's back with us.
Time out. When did I become a guest? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Okay, you're right. You're not a guest.
So I don't know if I wasn't when I got.
Well, I mean, like us four are the host, and then like everyone else is a guest.
Oh, that's the one. Okay.
You're like an honorary host.
You're like the person.
You're like an honorary host, pretty much.
It isn't listed until like the very end. And it says, and like
you are also a host, but you're not a host, but you're also a host.
A recurring guest.
Kinda, sorta.
Like,
and then we also have Jordan representing.
Because I was operating under the assumption that I was a host, but just the host that comes on for everything he's doing. But it's cool.
A host that only shows up when he wants.
JJ, do us a favor. Oh, here.
And he's gone.
I was gonna say.
All right. Anyway, so I guess that we will transition now and talk about a lot of the games that happened. So starting on Thursday Night Football, we had the Atlanta Falcons get shut out by the Patriots, 25-0. So how ironic, they blew a 25-point lead to the New England Patriots, and now they lose by 25 to them. Also, the biggest thing about this game, all three quarterbacks played. Matt Ryan, Josh Rosen, and like another quarterback that they have. All three of them threw an interception in this game.
Yes.
The third stringer, which is only attempt. Correct.
The Atlanta Falcons are who they are. There's not really much to be said about that. But as far as the New England Patriots, this team is a very quiet 7-4, as I've ever fucking seen. Like, I've never seen a team with this record. Like, no one's really talking about them that much. Like, I don't think a lot of people are still taking them seriously enough. Because they definitely had a down year last year, but Mac Jones is just running Belichick's system to the best of his ability. So he's just not turning the ball over. He's running the offense the way he's supposed to. Their defense is playing very, very good right now, and the Patriots are in first place in the division. Yes. The Patriots, not the Buffalo Bills. So for right now, the Bills, they've been struggling for a couple games. It hasn't just been like one bad game for them. The Buffalo Bills really need to wake up. Or something bad's gonna happen, because Patriots are going in the right direction, Buffalo's going in the wrong direction. Any thoughts on that?
Go ahead, Jay.
First of all, okay, real quick. New England is and it's really crazy because we're so used to for so many years seeing them dominate all year.
Yep.
And for the first time in the Belichick era, this is a Patriots team that started slow and now they're getting hot at the right time. You see, with that being said, the Atlanta Falcons are fucking horrible. Bottom line, they are who they are. Okay. You mentioned the three interceptions, right?
Yeah.
What if I told you that all three of them came within the final five offensive plays? Three different quarterbacks. And what if I also told you that, believe it or not, the Falcons defense actually played well enough to win. 25 points. They only let them in the end zone one time. The other touchdown was a pick six to seal the game.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Talk your shit.
And I'm not surprised by Atlanta, but that kind of brings me into, unless you guys, any of you other guys got any thoughts on New England right now.
Two things about the Patriots.
Hold on, Dom. You mentioned the Patriots last year. They had a whole bunch of codes that got offense.
Yep.
And now they're back.
Patriots look good right now, man. If I'm a betting man right now, I got the Patriots, as a team that's going to be hot going into the postseason. So I definitely would not be sleeping on them.
You can't ever bet against Bill Belichick. A quarterback not turning the ball over. Their defense is always good. I said the preseason they could easily be in the playoffs. The thing I thought was weird, and I don't know if it's really working out or not, but the Patriots spent a long ton of free agent money.
Yeah, which is something they normally never do. So my question for you guys is this. Basically, this is my question for you guys. If you're Buffalo right now, how concerned are you right now?
You're paying
just based off of how they played and how well The Patriots are playing better, and Buffalo is playing worse.
Do they still have
They play twice. They haven't played yet.
They're scared right now.
Bills are scared.
They're scared.
I think I'm with you on that, Jordan.
They should.
Tyler, you got anything?
Yeah, I think both are obviously playoff teams to me.
Yeah.
I think New England's going to be a tough out for anyone in the playoffs because they run the football and they play defense. And we all know that Bill Belichick, what he's so good at. He's good at taking away whatever you're good at. So when it comes to playoff football, yeah, they're a dangerous out. And I did say I thought the AFC a wild card could make a run in the playoffs, so maybe it's the basement.
It's looking like it right now. Okay. So the next thing I want to talk about is the next game I have is the Eagles and the Saints. So obviously, the Eagles are playing fucking good right now. Jalen Hurts is playing good right now. It's all right there for the Eagles to go into the playoffs. They played New York Giants this week. They played New York Giants twice, played Washington twice. They played Dallas Cowboys and played New York Jets. So if you ask me, the Eagles would have to really fuck this up to not finish with 10 wins and be at least a wild card team. So Jalen Hurts is just running. It's just kind of like Mac Jones. He's running the offense to the best the way he can do it. He's making plays with his legs. He had 3 rushing touchdowns on Sunday, and there was the one play where he juked the one defensive lineman. Like, he took his soul from him on that play, pretty much. And that was a big crucial part of the game because the Saints were kind of rallying late in the game. But that play right there where Jalen shook him, he kind of put the game away with that play. So that was definitely a huge stage with the end of the game. And I think that the Eagles have just kind of found their identity, what really works for them, running the ball at a high level. And the Saints were one of the highest rush defenses in the league, and the Eagles still ran for over 200 plus yards on them. So I feel like it's right there for us to just go into the playoffs as a wild card team. I definitely think it's there. So, and with the Saints, Trevor Siemian is who he is. He did get some garbage time numbers at the end, but Darius Slay picked them off. So the Saints, I don't think are really a team I'm taking too seriously as a wild card contender either. Go ahead, Jordan.
You said Jalen Hurts is running the offense like Mac Jones. But I see it similarly to Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, I didn't mean exactly how Mac Jones is doing it. I'm just saying that he's just doing what's asked of him. He's not really turning the ball over and doing stuff like that. But yeah, Jalen Hurts, his game is almost very similar to Lamar. He's not as fast as Lamar. He's not. But it's like that play where he scored a touchdown, like I'm talking about when he juked the guy. That's Lamar all day. That's what he does. Yeah. So yeah, I'm liking where Jalen's progression has taken him this season. A lot of people have just not wanted to give him a chance, but I think that Jalen in these past few weeks has kind of proven that this is a guy we can build the team around. So those 3 first-round picks don't necessarily have to, go after another quarterback or anything like that.
Go after
Yep.
Could the Eagles please get the fucking Cowboys in the playoffs?
That would be lit.
Please.
It would.
That would be lit. The Cowboys would have to have one of the top seeds probably for that to happen, and that's probably not going to happen.
Well, if the Eagles get divisional.
They could get the 3-6.
I don't think Dallas is going to win against either the Rams or Arizona, I don't think they're going to win against either of those teams in the playoffs. But we'll have to see.
They just played the Chiefs, who has the bottom top defense, and didn't score a touchdown.
Oh yeah, Dak Prescott has not looked good the last couple of weeks. He looked very good against the Atlanta Falcons, but like we said, That's the Atlanta Falcons.
Against shitty teams.
But he had a bad game against Denver. Yeah, a bad game this week. So if he goes out on Thanksgiving and the offense struggles again, then that's when I'm going to start to say, all right, it's time for the Cowboys to panic.
Yeah, probably so.
I would,
as far as Jalen Hurts goes, Jalen Hurts is he's definitely maturing out there. It's a slow process. He's doing what's asked of him, and he's also being asked to go a little off script because we all know that as of right now, his best asset is his feet. He drops back, he makes his read because nobody's open to take off. Outside of it being a design run. But most definitely on Sunday, the Eagles do not win that game without Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts easily was the MVP of that game, and he just has the Saints number at this time.
He lit him up his first career start against New Orleans last year.
Absolutely. And we need to see more of this out of Jalen Hurts. Not every team's going to be the Saints, but this will be an excellent test for him. If he can, most likely he can solidify himself as a franchise quarterback. If he can get the Eagles to the playoffs.
Now, there's no doubt about it.
Yeah. Now, with that said, you guys have the Giants this week. Might I mention that they just fired their offensive coordinator, Jason Garrett? But you didn't hear no notification that they were benching Denny Jones.
Who is their backup even?
Anybody but him.
Who's backup?
The Giants.
Honestly, I don't know.
Damn, so he really did get fired.
Yeah, he got fired early today.
I get to hear what a great because I don't know who the Giants backup is.
I don't know who their backup is. I think it's Mike Glennon, actually.
It's Mike Glennon.
Let me put my
Long neck Glennon.
Long neck Glennon. So wait, Daniel Jones is he's not starting against the Eagles?
If they know it's good for him, then bench him. I'll say it.
I agree with that. I think Glennon probably gives him a better chance to win this Sunday, but
Danny Penny is what he is. Period. And
I'm not even sweating at all. Like, there's no reason we should lose this game to the Giants.
No.
In fact, we'll probably blow them out.
And that's it.
Just don't let. You know what? Even if Saquon Barkley has a Herculean game against y'all still win by 2 scores.
38-17.
Yeah.
He won't. But welcome back now, Sammy.
I saw a thing that said since the end of last year or the year before, like Baker Mayfield and Saquon has the same number of rushes, the same number of yards, same number of rushing touchdowns.
Ouch.
Jalen still hasn't given a full suit.
No, he hasn't.
I'm looking.
He's getting better. I mean, listen, man. We all know what certain people has said about Jalen Hurts this season. So just know that if he leads this team to the playoffs, a lot of the people that are, didn't want to give him a chance. A lot of people that traded in their Eagles green for Indianapolis blue and white, they ain't gonna be ready for this conversation because Carson Wentz could not lead the Eagles to the playoffs in his first year. He did great his second year, so he led us there his second year. But if he leads this team to the playoffs his first year as a starter, he is already ahead of where Wentz was as a rookie quarterback.
Well, but
that's all I got to say about that.
Hang on, though.
I'm throwing shade at every Eagles fan that says that, not just a couple of them.
I hear you,
Wentz's rookie year, y'all were a what? How many?
7 and 9.
Who's the number? How'd you get the number 2 pick then?
It's second.
That was the year before. We traded up for it anyway.
MVP year.
His second year was the year he was actually good, and so on and so forth.
The only thing that's troubling about Jalen Hurts is his completion percentage.
I'm not worried about it. Like, everything this year is kind of like his freshman year or like his rookie year or whatever, essentially. He played 4 games his first season, but this is the first year that he's going to the season. He's a starting quarterback. Everyone knows he's playing and all this other stuff. So what we see from him, the jump that we see from him next season, is where we're really going to have a conversation.
He's also going to have over 1,000 yards rushing and 11 or more touchdowns in said for 16 games.
Pretty fucking good. But anyway, we've been talking about this game for a minute now. So next game, how about obviously the Colts and the Bills?
Oh boy.
The Jonathan Taylor, 4 rushing touchdowns, 185 yards on the ground. Actually, I think he had 5 total touchdowns, like 1 receiving. So
He did.
he was absolutely a monster. I feel sorry for anyone who had to play against him in fantasy football. Because that must have been rough. So you know what? I'm very fucking concerned about the Bills right now, guys. I just don't know if they're the team that we all expected them to be.
They need to run the ball.
Yeah.
Well, who's really their lead running back?
It's not even a matter of that. They had 3 guys over 4 yards.
And Brad is here, actually. So, Brad, we're actually talking about your team right now, brother. So, welcome for the first time being on our show. So, I'm very concerned about you guys right now. So, do you want to just have the floor and tell us, what do you think is going on right now?
I'm definitely. There's definitely reason to be somewhat concerned.
Okay.
But as somebody who's been following the Bills for years, under Sean McDermott, if you look over the last few years, there's always games in the middle of the year where we just look bad. We shit the bed, look terrible. The coaching staff. Last year, what?
Somebody's mad.
You know what I mean? Look terrible.
So you're saying you think the Bills will get it together?
Bounce back. You know what I mean?
All right.
We're going to see a lot about this team on Thursday. They play the Saints.
No, you guys should probably win that game.
You won't.
I think you guys, the big game for you guys is going to be when you play the Patriots.
And to be honest,
Crackling.
And that's all I can say. Early in the year,
Yikes.
holy shit, man. We're going to sweep the Patriots. It's a game. But now, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not scared, but it's definitely not going to be an easy game.
What is that?
I think it's Brad. Because I wasn't hearing it before.
Hold on.
Alright guys, let's move on. Yeah, it was Brad, like I thought. The Lions and the fucking Browns.
The Echo had stuff.
Listen, man, I don't know what's going on with all these technical issues that we're having right now.
Yeah, we'll have to look at it a little bit.
But anyway, Baker Mayfield said some stupid. Baker Mayfield is going to be my sports moron of the week. I'm just going to say it. What kind of quote are you? What message are you trying to send when you're like, well, the same fans that were booing, were booing when we were on offense trying to focus. Like, bro, what are you even saying? You guys are shitty. You're playing shitty. So Baker, if you're hurt, if you got a torn labrum, don't use it as an excuse. Just fucking get the surgery, sit out the season, come back next year. Because you're not helping the fucking team right now.
You're making it work.
Case Keenum might be able to do something since he's healthy and everything.
They wanted to play Baker.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of surprised you guys didn't find a way to win that game, even with Tim Boyle as a fucking starting quarterback.
Actually,
So you know what?
Pull it out.
You know what? Like, the Browns have been very disappointing. And every single one of us, except for Jordan, had the Browns winning the division. And they actually probably look like the worst team in the division.
Because I seen it. Fuck them.
So, I don't know, man. I don't think the Browns are going to do anything. I just don't see them turning it around.
The Browns are not going to play up. They're not.
They're not.
And like you predicted, bro. They might.
I think they definitely got a better chance than Cleveland. I'll just say that.
I'll sit here right now. You're right.
With the Bengals getting better, way better. This year, this was not the time for the Browns to progress.
And did the Colts get themselves back in this wild card with Jonathan Taylor?
They might.
They're sitting at.
I hate to say it, but they might.
If Jonathan Taylor playing like that, we'll sneak in. This AFC is up in there.
Yeah, I don't see who else could overtake them. Maybe Pittsburgh, maybe like the Chargers or somebody.
The Chargers are so iffy right now.
They got the Bengals.
I really didn't think they were going to win. Well, I guess we can talk about that game next. So the play that stood out to me when, one of the defensive linemen of the Steelers tipped the ball up and it got intercepted. I was like, yeah, the Steelers, this is definitely going to overtime. And then, there was a huge touchdown to Mike Williams in the fourth quarter where, it was just like an 80-something yard touchdown. Herbert just kind of threw it up to him and he did the rest. Man, the Chargers are such an up and down team. I'd pick them to win the AFC West, but I can't really trust any team in the AFC West to be consistent. So I don't really know what's going to happen with that. But the Steelers, man, I really thought they should have probably won that game. They did have a bunch of players out on defense. A lot of those big plays, like the one to Williams, probably doesn't happen if you have Minkah Fitzpatrick. But you got any thoughts on the game, Jordan?
I sure do. That touchdown you're talking about, Minkah was in the game, it would not have happened.
Yep.
He would knock that ball away. Because the corner was clued.
Yep, your secondary was getting burned.
And he walked into the doesn't happen.
Right on.
You got outgained by 233 yards.
I think Justin Herbert almost had 100 yards rushing. He had like 95 yards rushing or something.
He actually made history by becoming the first quarterback to throw for 380 plus yards and rush for 90 yards.
Vanilla
he had a Herculean effort that game. And it's crazy because with a stat line like that, you would think if nobody told you who the quarterback was, it's like, Lamar Jackson did that easily. Nope, it was Herbert.
Yeah, and I think
when Lamar rushes for 100, he throws for 140.
Well, Lamar had like a 500-yard game this season, but he only had like 70 rushing yards.
And the Steelers have trouble with running backs that can do everything. Like Aaron Jones, like Austin.
Yeah, Austin Eckler had a big game too.
4 touchdowns.
Statistically, yes.
Let me say, our inside linebackers are fucking garbage.
But
that
defense still in the wild card on.
For the AFC?
Yeah, maybe. It's like nothing. Really
I think the Steelers could get in.
Yeah, nothing.
It's gonna be between them. Maybe Cincinnati, probably the Chargers or the Chiefs, whichever one of them doesn't win the division.
Jackson.
Those are pretty much the only 4 teams I think I could see getting in.
Jackson had
Maybe the Colts, or the Colts. So like 4 or 5 teams.
20 through for that 442.
Yeah. Speaking of AFC teams, next game, Titans losing to the fucking Texans. The Titans have now lost to the Texans and the fucking Jets.
Well,
so I think they're still... Are they still at the top of the AFC right now? They're still technically at the top of the AFC.
That's the number one.
They have the best. They have the best record against AFC teams. They're 5-3 in the AFC, or they're 5-2 in the AFC, and Baltimore's 4-3. And the Chiefs also have head-to-head wins over the Bills and the Chiefs, so they do have the tiebreakers there too. Do you guys think that the Titans got exposed? I think Jay posted something about this. Did the Titans get exposed, or was it just one of those games for them?
I think it was just one of those games for them because if you really sit back and think about it, any top team, top 5 team in either conference, the majority of them, if not all of them, have had a bad loss.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I think that this was just one of those games. It's been a weird season. And as far as the time, it was like the Grim Reaper. It was their turn to come to Tennessee. And yeah, they just had a bad loss, a really bad loss against us. They did make a run in the fourth quarter, but Tannehill went on and threw 2 more interceptions in the fourth.
4 picks for Ryan Tannehill.
Lighting out there. I don't know if you all were looking at the way Tannehill was throwing the ball. He was throwing a couple of ducks coming out of his hand. I think the ball being wet had a lot to do with it. And also maybe the Titans may have overlooked the Texans just a tad bit. Thought they had an easy win with a 1-win team coming to town, and it woke them up. But you know what they say? Sometimes when you have a bad loss like this, you're supposed to have it because it's supposed to wake you up. So now this is the Titans' test. This is going to determine if it's going to wake them up and if they can hang on to the number one seed and finish out strong. So they should definitely take this bad loss as a building too.
Absolutely, man. I don't know if I would be pushing the panic button on the Titans again or just yet, but if this happens again and they lose to another team like they already lost to the Jets or lost to Texans, at the end of the day, you are supposed to win against the teams you're supposed to win against.
Of course.
The great teams do it. So if they don't do it, then they're not a great team.
It's still the NFL, though, unless you're the Lions. But the fact that they lost to the Jets and Houston doesn't look good.
Yeah, well, I just want to say congratulations to Jay on the Houston Texans getting the dub this week.
Yes, sir.
Way to lock it in there, Jay. I'm not the Titans yet.
I'm guessing they're play this week.
Who do they play?
The Patriots.
Ooh.
You know what?
Is there
I got New England
back this week or something?
Is it at New England or Tennessee?
At New England.
Patriots.
That's a good football game.
Patriots win.
It's a good
football game. All right, last game, Tyler. I'm going to do for Green Bay versus the Minnesota Vikings. Game-winning field goal for Greg Joseph. Not to be confused with Greg Joseph that's occasionally on this show. But for you guys, the biggest takeaway for me, the defense has been playing very well, but this game was not a game where they did that or gave up over 34 points. And the biggest thing was the third down efficiency of the Vikings. They could not get them off the field on third down. They were 9 of 13 on third downs. So it was crazy, but I think that Green Bay is gonna be. They always have a tough game like that against Minnesota, but I'm definitely not panicking on Green Bay. They'll finish the year off hot, go into the playoffs hot, and they'll be ready.
You like that, baby.
I know Mike Booth likes it. I don't know if anyone else does.
Yeah, Justin Jefferson was insane. He had 8 catches, 169, 2 touchdowns. That's when we're missing Jair Alexander, right?
How much
Like,
longer
this is what you plan.
What's the timetable for his return?
They're expecting him before the end of the year. So,
Okay.
I don't know. That could be 4 games.
Is it going to be like Bakhtiari?
Well, they said
he was going to be back, and then he wasn't for like 3 more weeks.
Yeah, pretty much. Bakhtiari, we're worried that it could be the end of this season. And we lost Jenkins for the year.
Yep, so definitely got some injuries on that O-line.
But I'm not hitting the panic button.
No, certainly not.
And after this week, the Rams. After this week against the Rams, we have a bye week. So that'll help too.
Okay.
You're going to lose to Detroit in week 17 and lose.
No, they're not. No, they're not. Don't do this to yourself, Dom.
The way the NFC's been, everyone's battling for the 1 seed, and everyone's so close in record. So Jordan Love's not going to be playing that game down.
It just depends on it.
Yeah, right now Arizona is still the number 1 seed.
Yeah.
But if they finish with the same record as Green Bay will be the number 1 seed just because they beat Arizona, so they have the tiebreaker. So it's gonna be really fucking like the end of the season is gonna be so fucking interesting, like seeing how everything all plays out because everything is so tight. But anyway, guys,
hang on.
Wait, how about this?
What?
We all agree that the Patriots will probably beat the Titans this week.
I got the Patriots winning.
If I'm seeing this right,
If they're in New England, 100%.
No, I think that might be.
guess who the
Haven't the Patriots only won like 1 or 2 home games this year?
Zero.
Really?
Yeah, it's weird. They're road.
I thought they beat the Falcons at home.
I think they have one win at
Oh
home.
no, that was at Atlanta. Never mind. Oh, it was the first time for everything.
They have two home wins. Undefeated on the road.
Oh, they almost fucking beat the Buccaneers. I thought they probably would have won that game.
Yeah.
Had the field goal. They just couldn't get it done.
In Tennessee 4-1 on the road. I'll take the Titans.
Okay.
I'm taking the Titans. I think that
they are
going to come out there with something to prove because there are people out there who think that they have been exposed because they lost to Houston. So they're going to be the ones coming out of the 2 teams that have the chip on their shoulder. Seeing as the Patriots didn't have really bad losses, really. Again, they started slow. They're getting hot at the right time. But the Titans are going to have something to prove.
Okay.
Some people may even think that it's a fluke that they're even at the top of the AFC in the first place. Mind you, they have been there post Derrick Henry injury. So they're gonna have to go out there.
They're gonna have to keep it up though.
Exactly. They're gonna have to go out there and prove that they belong as the AFC's number 1 seed. And I think the Titans may pull it off in a close one.
Okay. Alright guys, so let's talk about Thanksgiving. Let's talk about the Thanksgiving games. So we got the Bears and the Lions, the Raiders and the Cowboys, and the Bills and the Saints. So, Bears, Cowboys, Bills.
I'm rooting for the Lions because I hate the Bears. So I'm actually rooting for the Lions. Lions, Cowboys, Bills.
Well, Chicago Bulls fans were at the home game this week chanting "Fire Matt Nagy." So,
if
he loses, he's definitely gone.
I hope they hire Jason Garrett.
That'll be the perfect predecessor.
Actually, it would.
This is an awful Thanksgiving games.
Yeah, it's there. Like, honestly, I know I've said this before, but every year on Thanksgiving, I start watching football until the 4:00 game. Like, I skipped I've never sat through, like, an entire Lions game, except for the year we played them. And they ruined my Thanksgiving because we lost 45-14.
And Dom, you told me all six of these teams locked this last week.
Yep.
They did.
Wow.
Wow.
The biggest thing I'm looking at for is the Cowboys.
Yeah.
The Raiders have been pretty good this year, but they've still not been like a great team. So this is still a team the Dallas Cowboys should beat. So if they don't win this week, I'm mashing the fucking panic button.
If Dak starts to go more than fantasy points, I'm dropping them from the team.
Always gotta get those fantasy points.
The Raiders have been sputtering. I predict a win.
Yeah, they're shitty. I mean, they're not shitty, but they're not that good.
I predict a win to further muddy the AFC playoff situation.
Look at Dom's weather, James.
I mean, with the Cowboys Raiders game,
He's got that sweater on.
I should pick Dallas, but this smells classic slip-up game for the Cowboys.
It's kind of like the year they played the Bills on Thanksgiving. They got smoked.
Dude, all I did was drink Henny and eat pot roast and laugh my ass off at the Cowboys. It was great.
He said Henny and pot roast. That's lit.
That was dude, I'm telling you, man. But
Pot roast sounds great, man. I'm ready. I'm ready for Thanksgiving.
Yes.
My ass is gonna be full. Just sitting around watching, unfortunately, some shitty games, but games nonetheless. I kind of wish they would fucking. I kind of want to boycott the Lions from day. Like, can we please just get a decent team?
No. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and win the Lions, and I hope they win. Because that will be okay. You remember last? I think it was last year. It was last year on Thanksgiving. When Deshaun Watson destroyed the Lions, and it led to Matt Patricia's firing. So hopefully the Lions win, and it leads to Matt Nagy's firing.
Tyler don't want to hear that, man. He wants Matt Nagy to be there for get a big contract extension.
Why do so many people have such a strong opinion about Matt Nagy?
Because he's a shitty coach. He's terrible.
He ain't doing shit with all that talent.
He got to the playoffs twice with Mitch
and lost.
They got to the playoffs twice.
Because
who did they play? Who else did they play? They played us.
Saints.
Played the Saints.
They lost to the Saints.
Last year.
Damn.
It was like the Nickelodeon fucking game.
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome. Play.
I don't even fucking remember that game.
I like Matt Nagy.
Yeah.
The man wears a visor regardless of the weather. But do you remember what I said about that situation in the preseason?
What's that?
Nagy gets fired. Maybe the GM as well. No first round pick next year. And then you've got a new regime with a quarterback that they didn't draft, and no first round pick, and probably no receivers.
Allen Robinson, he's definitely gonna leave.
A-Rod was on the trading block. He's gone next year.
I'll fucking take him. I will take him.
Don't need him.
And you can give Jalen Rager to Bishop Sycamore or some fucking shit like that. Like just get this fucking guy off the team.
Hey Jordan, y'all can use some more Steelers.
Say that one more time.
They're not using him right. That's what everyone fucking says.
About who?
Rager. This fucking guy has more games with negative receiving yardage than he does with games with more than 55 receiving yards.
I mean, what are they not doing that they should? What's using Jalen Reagor right?
It's not a question I know the fucking answer to.
Here's the bust.
He's a fucking bust. He's a bum. Alright, guys, so what about a couple other games for this week? How about the Patriots, or not the Patriots, but the Buccaneers and the Colts? Who do you guys think is going to win that game?
Who's at home?
Colts.
Oh dear God!
I'm picking the Bucks.
The Bucks better be fucking ready, bro, because I don't know, man. Jonathan Taylor's he's in his fucking world right now.
Lions this week, so I can't go too crazy.
You picked the Lions?
Yeah, so I'm going with the Bucks.
Okay, I got the Bucks.
I actually picked the Lions the last when they played the Bears and they blew it. But
that was the week you said you would never pick the Lions for the rest of the year.
Yeah, and I'm picking them again against the Bears. So
hopefully the Bears.
I fucking hate
them. Fine. Just do yourself
a
solid. Trust me, I know. Never bet on the Lions. Never bet against the Lions. Do not wager your money in any game that the Detroit Lions are involved in, because that money will be gone.
The Turkey Bowl.
You know what I didn't know? Speaking of Jalen Reagor, I'm sure that Jim knows.
Don't they play it like 12 o'clock Eastern on Thanksgiving?
12:30.
12:30.
I would be okay with them taking that game away from us. Partially because it might just be enough to make the Ford sell.
I never liked playing on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I guess. Jalen Reagor went number 21 in that draft. You remember who was number 22? Jim does.
Fucking remind me. I think I forgot.
It was Justin Jefferson.
No way. So the Eagles drafted Jalen Reagor ahead of Justin Jefferson.
Okay,
that's what you're telling me.
Riddle me this.
So you're hold on, pause. You're telling me the Eagles could have drafted Justin Jefferson in 2020?
Yes.
And drafted Devontae Smith in 2021? That's what you're saying?
I got an old co-worker who's an Eagles fan, and he said the exact same thing at least 10 times.
Imagine if we had an offense with Devontae Smith and Justin Jefferson and Miles Sanders and Dallas Goedert and Jalen Hurts.
You probably wouldn't have taken Devontae Smith this past year.
I think we would have.
However, so is that better or worse than taking Terry Fair ahead of Randy Moss?
It's probably slightly less bad, but still not really much of a difference.
The funny thing is, I'm looking at the rest of the receivers that went after, and I'm like, is Reagor better than any of these guys? Ayuk, no. Higgins, no. Michael Pittman, no. Laviska Shenault, no.
I was wrong about that thing. I said, second year, Jalen Reagor.
He fucking sucks.
And everyone knows. But bro, you have more fucking negative yardage.
That's what I just said.
They got rid of Full Goal, and they kept Rucker.
Yeah, we should have kept Fulgham, bro.
Yeah, I love Fulgham.
That was my fucking guy, man.
We got rid of him too. You guys got him off our practice squad.
You still got that Arciaga Whiteside dude too.
He actually made a big fucking catch this week. Anyway, guys, sports porn of the week time. Who you guys got? I got Baker Mayfield. I said it earlier. Bitch, how the fuck are you gonna say like whatever that he said about? Well, these are the same fans that booed while we were trying to focus. Like, bitch, you're playing fucking terrible. Of course they're gonna boo you. And if you're playing like shit, then maybe you need to just get the surgery and sit out the rest of the year and let Case Keenum play. Because Case Keenum probably gives them a better chance than what the Browns give you. Than you give the Browns, I mean.
I mean, it's like I've always said. It's not like that offense is predicated on what Baker can do. At least
yeah, but that's true, Dom. But Baker also has my torn labrum to fall back on.
I've actually heard Colin Cowherd compare the two of them.
Have you guys seen? Hold on, let me show you guys something. Go ahead, Dom. I'm gonna pull something up about Baker Mayfield.
He's Case Keenum.
He's Case Keenum.
Same dude. I bet you Case Keenum. Maybe not. He was bad early in his career. That's Case with a K, right? No.
Okay, I'm about to show you guys something.
Case with the C.
So this is the Baker Mayfield cycle. Plays like shit, criticized by the media, pretends to be an underdog, beats a shitty team, calls out the doubters. Plays like shit, recycle.
That really is Baker Mayfield.
I saw that and I thought it was hilarious. You guys are any sports fans?
With that win over the lowly Lions, he just got his career win percentage back over 500.
Yeah, I got one. Mine's Matt
Judon.
He said it's cheese and noodles. It's not that good. Get macaroni and cheese off the table at Thanksgiving. It's disgusting. Get it off the table.
Okay, he's I got no comment on that.
If you want to say something to get a rise out of people, that ain't the way to go.
Right. No.
So he probably thinks like
boycott Matt dude on the NFL right now.
He's probably got cranberry sauce as his favorite Thanksgiving item.
He looks like green
casserole.
Right.
I like dude. He was wrong for that.
He's eating that squash shit.
Yeah.
Zucchini casserole.
My sports going on is Dak Prescott.
Is who?
Dak.
I'm drunk. Leave me alone. Dak Prescott.
Because he got you like 4 fantasy points.
It was 2.
2.
And yes, but no. He could have done better.
It was the worst game of his career. His PBR was 10.
Jesus.
Go ahead and have a look at Dak's record and numbers against teams with winning records.
And Tom, I gotta give you credit on something. Dom did tell me the Chiefs defense is going to start playing better late in the year. They look a lot better defensively.
They always do.
They do that.
Yeah.
And you know what? Maybe this is a wake-up call to Cowboys fans because the same thing that we always say is if you want to be taken seriously, you have to beat the really good teams. Two of their losses have come to the following. The reigning NFL champions and the reigning AFC champions. If you want to be taken seriously, you gotta beat teams like that.
Their best one was probably against the Chargers.
If you want to be the best,
and they lost
the best.
They lost to Denver. This is what it is for Cowboys fans. Beat a bunch of shitty teams, have a winning record, play good teams, lose to the good teams. Then after they lose to a good team, they'll beat another shitty team and they'll be like, yeah, see, I told you, like, Super Bowl team, like, every year it's the same shit.
Yeah,
I just they'll beat the Raiders.
Irrelevant this century.
I think they will, too.
Yeah, I think they'll beat the Raiders.
I think they will, but if they did lose, I also wouldn't be surprised.
If Carl comes to town,
neither would I, Jim.
Let me tell you something. If Carl comes to town and smokes the Cowboys, it's over. I don't give a damn. It's over.
Honestly, if the Cowboys lose to the Raiders, I think the Eagles have a chance at the division because Dallas also has to play us again, and they also have to play the Cardinals. So if we won all the rest of our games, we'd be 11-6. I think that would be good enough to win the division.
I think that's the best game.
Go ahead, Jordan.
It's about the bad number 4.
The what?
The Bad Bowl number 4.
The battle of number 4.
Oh, the Battle of number 4s.
Oh, number 4.
Yeah.
My sports more on the week. Goes to the New York Giants. I mean, say what you will about Jason Garrett, but the man is a
Oh, I got something for this. Yeah, go ahead, Jay.
The man is a damn good play caller. You know, he made his bones as offensive coordinator. He was a long-time coach of the Dallas Cowboys and everything. And so you bring him onto the Giants, you hand him a literally shit team outside of Saquon Barkley. You handed him. Every Eagles decent. I get that. You got Saquon Barkley, but you got Danny Pennies, Kadarius
Tony.
You hand him this, and you
got Mora, you got Joe Judge.
Hold up, I got something to add to this, just real quick. This will only take a second.
Go ahead.
So you guys saw when Andrew Thomas scored a touchdown last night, the offensive lineman.
Yeah. Their only touchdown.
He has more touchdowns this season than $72 million Kenny Golladay.
Yep.
And Mr. First Round pick Kadarius Toney.
Yep.
That's all I got to say. I've been said they overpaid him.
Not to mention what they spent on that defense.
They spent over $100 million on their defense. I'm not even kidding. Like they paid the corner that came from the Tennessee Titans. Forgot what his name was. They gave him like 20-something, 30-something million. They gave Adoree Jackson. They gave what's his name a contract extension, Leonard Williams. They paid him Aaron Donald money. Enough said.
Yeah,
they re-signed Bradbury too, right?
They gave Bradbury like 20 fucking million. Like they invested $100 million alone in their fucking defense.
One good year. He's the dude that gave up like 300 bowling.
Yeah, like
I will say shout out to the Broncos this week. Though I think them re-signing Sutton was the right move.
they re-signed their wide receiver, the other wide receiver too, Tim Patrick. They re-signed both of them.
He's had a good season.
He's pretty good, actually.
Yeah, I think Denver, if they get a quarterback, like we're gonna see how good can Judy and Sutton and Tim Patrick really be, because I think they're damn fucking good, but they ain't gonna do anything with Teddy Bridgewater, obviously.
Noah Fant.
That's a good fucking team.
Bradbury got $45 for 3 years.
Like, if I'm a quarterback that's trying to leave, like, that's the team that I'm gonna try to go to.
One good year.
I think that's where Russell Wilson should try to go, honestly.
Maybe.
That'd be a great place for him.
Where somebody.
Yeah, honestly, I can see that, James.
There's going to be some veteran quarterbacks on the move.
Why the fuck is this guy over here talking about, like, basketball right now? Bro, don't nobody give a fuck about Spicy P. It's football season right now, man. Don't talk. Don't bring that Raptors over here. He been going off, bro. What did he said something earlier about the NBA referees.
He said
is helping Brazos to win game versus Denver. Bitch, I don't give a fuck about this shit. It's football season. Get that shit away from me. All right, non-sports topic.
Hang on. How about my moron?
Go ahead, Dom.
I did some research and I can't figure out who else is directly responsible. So I have to say, what's the NBA commissioner's first name?
Adam Silver.
Yeah. Okay. Adam Silver. For handing out, from what I can tell, is almost double largest.
Awkward.
Yeah.
Okay. Dom, say what you just said. Your fucking shitty internet cut you out.
Handed out almost double the largest fine in NBA history.
Are you talking about the shit that happened with LeBron and that other fucking clown?
For not fighting. The second biggest fine.
I mean, yeah, it was fucking stupid.
The second biggest fine ever was $500,000, but it wasn't even a fine. It was money lost.
I mean, he should be Isaiah or Stewart or whatever his fucking name is.
Hey, that is.
He should be up for Sports Moron of the Week. How are you going to try to act like you're such a badass when all your teammates are holding you back and shit? Like,
did you?
No, you ain't like that. You ain't like that.
Did you forget when you tried to play Blake Griffin the week before?
All his fucking team, he started acting like a hard ass just because all the cameras were on him.
No,
he ain't like that, bro. He ain't.
He's a bad boy.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
He is.
No, he's not. He is not Isaiah Thomas.
You're right. He's Rick Mahorn.
He's not Big Ben Wallace. He's not a fucking bad boy, bro. Just stop. Nope. Anyway, I'm not fucking talking about basketball right now, dude. I don't even know. You did that on purpose to try to bait me. It worked, so I give you credit.
That fine cost him 23 game checks.
Damn, that's fucking crazy.
Because he was trying to fight LeBron.
I will say I don't agree with this guy saying he hates CJ McCollum. Jeez.
That's your boy, bro.
Yeah.
I would
he's a good dude.
Hold on, bro. I gotta show this to Cliff.
That could only possibly be Cliff.
That's funny as hell, bro.
It's like going through the whole lesson. You just talking about Nurkic and all of them, and that's DJ. And I was like, what?
Oh, get him out of here.
He said he wants Damian Lillard to die, dude. Like, alright, this is fucking awkward. Anyway, favorite Thanksgiving dish.
Stop this
last week?
No, we didn't. That I remember.
Cornbread stuffing.
I just love stuff. And gravy.
Yeah, I like cheesy potatoes.
Mac and cheese, mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes.
I'm fat.
Yep, that's pretty much it.
Stuffing. For sure.
I love that.
I fucking love all of it, bro. Give me all of it.
Give me all the pies.
You're not crazy about that.
Yeah, my lazy ass already went to the grocery store and I bought the grocery store, like, you know how they have the bakery to have all the pies just sitting out?
Yeah.
Bro, why the fuck am I gonna try to make a pie from scratch when it's gonna be exactly the same?
I just told my mom last night. I was like, don't even bother making a pumpkin pie. Just go from the store.
I bought a pumpkin pie, a sweet potato pie, and an apple pie.
Oh, there you go.
I'm good.
You got apple pie. Are you cooking for Thanksgiving, Jimmy?
No, I just bought 3 pies just so I'm going over to my boy's house.
Oh, okay. But you bought the pies.
So I just bought the pies to say, hey guys, look, I brought something. Other than myself.
Word of
Yeah,
mouth.
but there ain't nothing wrong with some pie.
Yeah, but they're gonna think that I made it when I didn't. I'm gonna be like, yeah, guys, look what I did. I cooked this last night.
The only correct answer about the best dish is spicy collard green.
I can get behind that. For once. Okay. So
maybe he was cooking this Thanksgiving or something. I was like,
no, bro, I can't. I haven't reached that level yet.
This man
The best thing I can do probably last year. I have a smoker, like for my grill. So I took the turkey and I smoked it, and it was fucking fire. It was fire. That was like that shit was the best.
I'm having turkey, and I'm excited.
Hey, how long did you smoke that turkey for?
It took a long fucking time.
About what, 12 hours?
Yeah. At least.
On the side. You got
actually probably a little longer than that.
Early.
Have you smoked a brisket on there yet?
Yeah. That's the kind. I'm always using my smoker during the summertime. The grill. That's where I'm at. 99% of the time.
Yeah. Tyler, you got a grill over there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What you putting on there?
I mean, I'm usually like steaks on there, but Kathy like chicken. Like we put all kinds of
ribs, chicken,
jalapeno poppers. I'm doing everything on mine.
Brisket.
Yeah.
Poppers.
Yeah.
Corn on the cob, all that good shit.
I like making hot peppers.
You know what's bomb on the grill? Asparagus and Brussels sprouts.
I've heard.
Yeah, I love
asparagus
in the foil.
Yeah, I love asparagus.
Hey, I like
hot peppers too.
I don't know how y'all feel about seafood, but tuna steaks on the grill is fire. But the thing about it is
it
don't walk away. Because fish is not really a dense meat like beef is or chicken. It's very light. So like when you throw it on there, it's pretty much one of those things where like you throw it on there, count to 15, flip it over, count to 15, then take it out. If you walk away, you're gonna burn it.
Yeah,
for real. Grilled salmon is bomb.
Oh yeah, grilled salmon is dope. So dope, man. But definitely, like
tuna steak down here, I'm eating a lot of grouper, if anything.
You did grouper on the grill?
Yeah, we get grouper.
Oh, sweet, man. Dude, when I come down there, we're doing that, man.
Yeah,
we gotta have a cookout, bro. We gotta have a group cookout, all of us 5.
When I'm down there, I eat exclusively like fish and seafood.
Fuck yeah.
Oh man, that's yeah. You got to, man. Hey, how's the seafood in Michigan?
I mean, some of the fresh fishes.
Hold on. Because the Great Lakes up there. There's like fish and stuff. There's
some amazing salmon like up.
There's definitely some good fish out there.
Yeah, he's like eating walleye and shit.
Walk.
It's okay, Dom. We know you love the taste of fish.
The taste, yeah. The smell, not so much.
Can I say something?
Go ahead,
Say something.
So not a big fish. But I love crab.
What are you, more of a sausage guy?
Definitely, bro.
Breakfast sausage is the most overrated meat.
It's not even overrated. Like,
it's just not good.
Who thinks sausage is like?
Ain't nobody choosing sausage over bacon.
Like, when you're cooking breakfast, I've never seen a grown man that's cooking breakfast that says, damn, I'm really gonna get this sausage. Like, bitch, no, I'm making an omelet, and I'm making some bacon, and I'm chilling, I'm good.
Yeah. Sausage patties are good.
If I go to McDonald's or some shit and get a biscuit, I'm never getting a fucking sausage biscuit. Why the fuck would I get a sausage biscuit when I can get a bacon, egg, and cheese or some shit like that?
I get both. I mean, I
fucking like sausage, bro.
I'll get the egg McMuffin, but
why is that egg McMuffin the only one named after not the meat?
But as far as eggs, like how y'all like them done? Like I like either scrambled cheese or over easy.
Yeah, I like over easy.
What do you
I like omelets though. I like omelets though.
Explain over.
It's pretty hard to fuck up an egg.
The yolk is like a little bit runny,
But
not too runny.
On the top of that.
The only shit I want to do is sunny side up. That shit ain't cooked all the way.
I just fucking like eggs in general, honestly.
Eggs are great.
I fucking love eggs.
I order omelets all the time. I love omelets.
I usually make omelets though when I'm making eggs.
My favorite, I like to make it with fire.
You can put whatever you want in an omelet. Like, I started putting like Philly cheesesteak meat inside of an omelet. That shit's fire.
Dude, I've done steak, mushrooms, spinach, and cheese.
Yeah.
Yep, this shit's fire. Spinach.
Kind of like the Whataburger omelet.
You can do anything with an omelet, much like you can. Y'all ever had like some weird alternate flavored like quesadillas?
No.
Like a Philly quesadilla? Or like chicken and broccoli?
Yes.
Fire.
Absolutely. I love quesadillas though.
Welcome to Sheet, my friend.
To what?
Sheet. It's a gas station in Pennsylvania. Another state.
I've been meaning to ask you about that Sheet's place, like since I left Pittsburgh. Like, what's that about?
You're the one.
I've been to Sheet's. It's just like Wawa.
We don't have that. We don't have none of them burger joints.
That's not a burger joint.
No, I'm just saying like Wawa, Whataburger, In-N-Out. None of that.
Pittsburgh don't have like significant burger joints.
Oh, speaking of James, y'all ever had a fried egg on a burger?
Fried egg on a burger, yes.
Fire.
Burger.
Damn, man, you guys are making me fucking hungry right now.
Midnight snack time, man.
I'm gonna have to go grab me something up. But anyway, guys, late start tonight for the show, but still another good show nonetheless. So, does anyone want to give any good shout outs before we get off?
No, you guys called out. I hope all you get your plates and enjoy them on Thursday.
Hopefully no one ends up with, diabetes or anything from Thanksgiving.
And if you fall asleep,
I will.
Taking a nap, and that Bill's in the same game as watching you, that's okay.
I ain't even gonna. I don't know, man. This has been one of the shittiest Thanksgiving slates of all time.
I'm gonna be enjoying pumpkin pie at that time, so I don't really care.
This pumpkin pie is good. You know.
I'm about to go. Shit, them fucking pies might not even make it. I might go eat a slice right now, man.
That's the hose.
Yeah, get you bring it over with like some missing pieces.
Hey guys, I saved the crust for you.
Cincinnati made it into the top four. It's just
Good
it's
for
just for
them.
them.
Dom, tell us about your shitty Lions podcast.
It's funny. It's actually not. It's only about 30% Lions.
Okay.
We talk about the game from the week before. There's like three topics about the upcoming game, and the rest of it is just pick 'em. And the ones they do in the other days, they're coming to jump on tomorrow. It's not Lions related at all. NFC East.
So what's it called? The show that you're do with the Lions.
We are Lions Nation podcast.
We are Lions Nation. Alright. And also Sip Off, Gauntlet, all the other shit. You guys know the drill.
Yep. I'll keep it short. NBA carousel Monday nights. Sports Gauntlet Tuesday nights. Sip Off Thursday nights. They're actually off this week because of Turkey Day.
Turkey Day.
Next week. Also, Roku Productions. Mornez, live commentator, covering the women's National Football Conference and everything. Outside of that, I'm good. Shout out Craig Davis, Marshall Hill, welcome to Kings fam. We'll see y'all next week. Enjoy your Turkey Day.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Live.
Grind through tomorrow. Grind through tomorrow.
Half a day of work, man. I'm ready. All right, guys. We'll see you guys on the next show.
All right.